What it do, beautiful world? The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. It's your boy Fili back again with another episode of Stylesbyfili. On today's episode, I'm gonna do a 1-year review of these beautiful yet messy California slip-ons. So on today's video, what I'm gonna do is talk about wear and tear after wearing these slip-ons consistently. Also, I'm gonna talk about what I wore them with quite often, as well as my overall opinion and full review on them, and give you a new rating compared to my last video. So with that being said, let's get into it. I found my way, mission accomplished. I got it, not far from afraid. Can nothing haunt me? Confident now my life is great. Can nothing stop me? Don't count me out, ain't got no ways. Ain't stuff for nothing. I found my route. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe and hit that alert button so you know when Fili drops a video, there's gonna be some hot shh. Also, if you want to see the previous video that I did in regards to these slip-ons, you can see the link right above there, and it'll take you to the previous video so you see in regards to what I talk about, mostly about sizing if you're confused in regards to what your sizing is. Now, where do I begin? Let's talk about wear and tear with these slip-ons. So the California slip-on, very comfortable shoe. I will say that when I first received it, I was very scared in regards to how it would crease. Typically foam shoes or foam slip-ons or slides, they tend to have they age pretty, I wouldn't say bad, but you'll see a lot of creasing. Now, if you look at the California slip-on right here, at the toe box, it gets this interesting crease like any other shoe would. And that's okay, that's inevitable with these slip-ons. But you also get the midsole creases as well, which you don't notice it as much. The creases that I noticed more were basically in the back of the slip-on where the heel is. And one thing I also noticed is at the bottom sole, you'll see that there's my footprint, which attracted more dirt because of the pressure of me standing on a slip-on. Now, I typically didn't wear these with any socks, but I would recommend wearing them with socks, not only for the fact that, your feet sweat and the sock absorbs the sweat, but for the simple fact that when I wore them without socks and constantly, walking in them, I did develop blisters in different parts around my foot. Now, it wasn't fun getting those blisters because at one point in time, they did become uncomfortable. So I would recommend wearing a sock or a no-show sock for better comfort. Now, one thing I gotta mention is that I put these slip-ons through everything. I wore them for everything. Any season you can think of, I wore them. I wore them in the winter, I wore them in the spring, I wore them in the summer, as well as the fall. Actually, you're probably thinking like, why this guy wear these slip-ons in the winter? Well, the reason why was because I wanted to compare them to like the mule that North Face had. Now, North Face obviously constructed the mule so you can wear it in the winter. They're very cozy. For those who haven't tried them, I would suggest you get them. You could wear them when it's snowing outside and in -degree weather. And I did the same thing with these slip-ons. Now, I didn't feel cold with these slip-ons just due to the fact that, and this is a theory I have, is because it's very enclosed and it's foam. Like the -degree weather and the wind wasn't hitting my foot. But keep in mind also that I was going, straight from my house into my car and back to wherever I was going. So I didn't feel the wind or the cold as much. But when I was standing outside for short periods of time, I didn't feel it to be very, very cold. My foot was completely cozy. And this is also when I wasn't wearing any socks as well. When I say I put these slip-ons through everything, I mean it. I actually played basketball in these slip-ons, and believe it or not, it was very interesting. Now, I don't recommend you play basketball in them because, for one, they don't have ankle support, and two, it doesn't have grip like a basketball sneaker would. Now, this is also for when you wear them in the winter. When you're walking in the snow or on ice, believe it or not, there's no grip at the bottom of these slip-ons, so you can possibly hurt yourself. I noticed that once I was done playing ball in them, that the slip-on actually stretched out a bit. And this was gonna happen regardless whether I played basketball in them or not. Through wear and tear, constantly, shoving your foot in and out, it was gonna cause that, or constantly walking in them, you were gonna see the fact that this slip-on was gonna stretch over time, as this is a foam material. You know what? I didn't mind it. It wasn't that bad. It still remained comfortable at the end of it all. A little bit loose, but nothing too crazy. It's the reason why I believe I went one size down from a regular Fear of God footwear sizing, because even though when I got them it fit a lot better, I knew that if I did more walking or any strenuous activity, let's say I had to run and catch something, give you an example, that they would stretch evidently. One thing in regards to wear and tear for these slip-ons, I would definitely say keep them away from very, very hot places, like maybe like, you know, a furnace or hot vents, or maybe even if you keep them in your car, make sure you take them out, especially if you live in places where the sun is really, really strong. And reason being is because I remember talking to my homie Martin, and he told me that he left his California slip-ons in the car and one actually shrunk, and he sent me a picture and you could tell the difference between his left shoe, I believe, and his right shoe. And that was very unfortunate that one of his slip-ons actually shrunk. Now, when it comes to maintaining these slip-ons, I think they are so easy to maintain. If you go out and someone stepped on your slip-on, you can grab a damp cloth, wipe it down, or if not, you can just grab any regular sneaker solution cleaner and you could just clean them both outside at the bottom of the sole and also inside. Which brings me to what I wore them with and how I wore them. Reason why I say clean the inside of the slip-on as well is because even though the slip-on does have a vent on the side of the slip-on, it doesn't really do much for it, to be honest. Because when I wore them, and I typically wore these without socks, was because inside of the slip-on there is no breathing space, so my foot would sweat and I can actually feel the sweat inside the slip-on, as disgusting as that sounds. I would recommend wearing no-show socks for so you don't feel the sweat inside the slip-on and your foot won't sweat as much with the no-show sock. Also, one thing about these slip-ons is that, you know, typically with any foam slip-on or shoe, you know, there's a time and place for it, whether it's the Croc or the Yeezy Runner. You know, there's a time and place for these type of footwear. But with this, to be honest, you could wear it anytime, any place. It doesn't matter. I typically wore these with shorts. I did wear them with sweats as well as denim. And not only that, I also wore them when I was wearing suits. Now, I work in a corporate environment, so I have to go into the office. And the one thing I loved about these slip-ons is that I could wear them. And believe it or not, I got hella compliments with these slip-ons. And it didn't matter what fit I was wearing. And what I liked about that is the fact that I was 100% comfortable all the time. So I would go into the office, and let's say I need to go to another event afterwards. All I had to do was bring an outfit that would go with my slip-ons, which is typically any outfit that I had or any piece of clothing that I had in my closet. So I didn't have to worry about switching in and out of footwear at all, which was a thumbs up for me, because typically I would hate carrying extra pair of footwear in case I wanted to switch it with a different outfit. Not only are they comfy and cozy, they're completely stylish and fashionable as well. So whether I wanted to wear streetwear or something more high fashion, these slip-ons went with everything. I mean everything. And I love that about these slip-ons. Overall, the comfort of these slip-ons, I would say they're dead on amazing. Like, you know, shout out to the Fear of God, you know, establishment, Jerry Lorenzo and the team, as well as XL Extra Light. I couldn't really explain to you the technology behind the California slip-ons and the materials, but I will say this, that they are phenomenal and they are amazing, cozy, as well as, you know, durable. One thing that was interesting about this is that how shock absorbent it was. And the reason why I bring this up is because since I wore them constantly, especially in the summertime, when I was walking through them, the shock absorbent of the slip-on, I wouldn't feel no stress on my shin nor my knees. And this is big because you always want to be comfortable at the end of it all, right? You want to make sure that, you know, you're comfortable walking, your foot and basically your whole body's not stressed while walking. And that's the beautiful thing about these things. My overall opinion on these is, if you can get your hands on them, I would definitely get a pair of these California slip-ons, because like I said, they go with everything. You could even treat them as house slip-ons, just so you can wear them around the house if you want to. So it doesn't matter where you're at, you can wear this anywhere, and that's one thing I love it. Previously, I did rate this an 8, roughly maybe around a 7, but I actually changed my mind. I give these a 10 out of 10, and I would definitely say, and this is in my personal opinion, that these go as far as, I would say, the footwear of the century. For the simple fact that aesthetically it's there, comfort is there, and basically you're just gonna feel cozy all the time. And you know, you can rock this confident no matter where you go. No one will, you know, look at you weird. They just look amazing with everything. And it's very, very hard nowadays to come across footwear that can go with anything and everything. The one thing that I will say, like I said, is do not play any sports with these California slip-ons, as you will be prone to injury because it doesn't have any ankle support. But that's not the purpose of these slip-ons. Now, I know this isn't the last time the Fear of God and Jerry Lorenzo team are going to release these California slip-ons, as initially they released 6 colorways and recently added 4 more. They were the Seafoam and the 3 recent ones, which are the Coral, the Canary, and Grige. It's funny that they released a Grige colorway because I believe someone did mention something in their last video about a Grige slip-on look-alike. But hey, I don't know if they draw inspiration off of that. I may be stretching a bit too much on that one. And that pretty much wraps it up for this episode of Styles by Philly. You know, on this review, I let you know how I feel about, you know, these California slip-ons, my new rating and my review in regards to them. I truthfully feel that these slip-ons are the shoe of the century for the simple fact that aesthetically it's there, comfort is there, it's cozy, and you can wear them everywhere and anywhere. Let me know in the comment box below how you guys feel about the new colorways, if you guys cop them yourself. And I want to hear from people who may not be part of the Fear of God community. You know, at the price point that these sell for, is this something that you like to cop? Are you curious? And if you are, I would definitely say try them out because they are one of the most comfiest shoes you'll ever own in your life, to be honest. Check the description box below. You can find Fili's music, my music. Thank you for everyone for supporting my music. All right, everyone. With that being said, love, peace, and happiness. Peace. The birds are chirping, and it's your boy again. Here we go. We are gonna do a review. I'm trying to blank. I'm gonna do a full. I'm gonna do a 1 year. It's your boy FILR. Huh?
You said that weird dude again.
Hater. My haters are back in the audience again. Hating from a distance, but yet so far. So, my first. Now, I know this isn't the last time Fear of God is going to release these California slip-ons, as now I know this isn't the last time. 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 Now I know this. Hold on. Idiot. There was the Seafoam and then the last 3 recent ones. Now I know this isn't the last time Fear of God and now I know this isn't the last time Fear of God and hold on, I got something to say. I got something to say. Now I know this isn't the last time for another dope video coming out that's gonna be, you know, shocking to every. What do you mean shocking? What the fuck is it shocking about it, bro? You're talking shit now. Jeez. Now I know this isn't the last time. Now I know this isn't the last. Stop laughing. Shit, let's go. I'm on it. New. I'm talking about that new. I don't know where I'm going with this. God damn. Shit.